Hey guys, welcome to my tutorial. This is Acenergy here, and today I will be showing you how to make a mob farm. I have this mob farm in my LP series that I recently started, and it uses dispensers and water pushing, and it farms spiders, zombies, skeletons, and creepers. Uh, It gets really good rates, and it is fairly simple to build, and it's not the most efficient mob farm in my opinion. I think that piston pushers are more efficient, but those take huge amounts of resources. For example, if you want 1,000 spawning spots on that, it's gonna take over 1,000 pistons, which is just it's very difficult to get that many supplies in survival. And this is it doesn't take too long to get all the supplies needed for this mob trap. So anyway, let's get started with this. The first thing to do is to have enough area for that you could build this. I am going to just build it here, and then at the end I will build the platform where you get all the items and the basically all the drops from the mobs. Another thing to note is that this is an item farm, not an XP farm, and the one that I have in my LP series, in my single player, is built up very high. I'd say around this height, and this one will be built on the ground, so it may not have the same spawning rates if you don't build it up in the sky. So yeah, let's get started. The first thing to do is to decide where you're going to build it. So right here I'm going to build it, and you want to tower up 24 blocks. But one thing I just want to say is you're going to have the mobs fall, let's say along this line, 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you're going to be standing to collect the items. You're going to stand down here. Hold on, I have to grab half slabs. Okay. So you will be down here. So make sure you have enough room that you can stand lower than this platform here. I can just break away the dirt here, so I have enough room. But just saying, before someone, you build in the sky and you make this your bottom layer, you don't want this to be your bottom layer. You want to have a little height to it. Alright, but let's get started building with this anyway. So you build up 24 blocks, so let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So this is the height that mobs will fall, and they will die instantly. If you wanted to make an XP farm out of this, it would be possible. You would just raise the floor one, but this isn't really designed to kill mobs. You'd have to run back and forth and hit their feet, which isn't too bad, but it's much more efficient as just an item farm, but it would work as an XP farm. Now the next thing you do is you build up this tower over here. So like this. Alright. Now the next thing you want to do is fill this in. So I will be right back. Okay, hey guys, I'm back, and so I filled this in, and I added this here. This is a divider, basically. The mobs will fall off here and fall through here onto the glass. Yeah, I also replaced this with glass because I just like how it looks. And you run through here and pick up the items as they fall. I'm only going to do this one side, and I'm going to just do 2 spawning pads. But what you would do if you wanted an efficient farm, you would have this same wall on here, and also you would have this same wall along these 8 blocks. So the same exact thing, just copied 3 more times, and you would have another of this middle dividers over here and built all the way up. And this middle one, you just fill this all the way up, and yeah, and that divides them. The next thing you want to do is you would set up your spawning pads. That's what you would do, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to do the spider killing trap, basically. I'm going to do that first, and then I'll do the pad, but it really doesn't matter what order you do it in. Anyway, let me just get to it. So you have to put your cactus on sand. Actually, like this. Okay, this would be wall here. So just so you can have a better picture. So this would be a wall, and you go like this. You fill these in because you don't want mobs landing on them. So you go like this. You have to have air spaces around, so that's why there's air here, here, here. And when you get to the edge, you just build out one like that, and you would have your wall like this, right? Okay, now you build your spawning pad. It's just an 8x8 pad, and that's really it. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oopsie. I think I did one extra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, yep, that's good. Make it look a little bit nice here with the dark wood. My trap in my LP is just made out of cobblestone. Didn't really go and try to make it fancy, so you can really use any blocks you want. Okay, so basically mobs will spawn on here and they will be pushed by water, which we will do next. And the reason that there's cactus is spiders would get clogged in this 1x1 space, and they would eventually make it so the mobs can't really get pushed down here. So what happens is they get pushed over here, and they can fit in this 1x1 gap, but if you are a 2x1, so all the other mobs, they don't get hurt by this, even though it really wouldn't make a difference. But so just the spiders get hit by this, and they get stuck in the cactus, and they will die. And this actually does give you a decent amount of string. It doesn't give you all of the string because some of it gets destroyed by the cactus, but it gives you a pretty good amount, which is not bad. It's a nice perk to this farm that you will also get string, which is useful for getting wool and bows and all that stuff. Whoops. So here you're gonna wanna actually put a little extension because because you will have to put dispensers there. So you build like this. These are the walls of your spawning pad. And when you do all of the spawning pads, so what I have in my world is 16 spawning pads like this, and that gives you just over 1,000 spawning spaces. And so you would have this exactly right here, the exact same thing, directly next to it, and you would have a space here, and then this pad again, but facing this direction. So that's fairly simple. You put your dispensers here, and these are what's going to shoot out water. So you need to have the you need to either wait for 1.3 or you need to use the snapshots, which is what I'm doing. And I just like this because it'll work in 1.3, which is good. So anyway, let's move on to the next pad, and that is a ceiling on here. This is too high, so no Enderman will spawn. Okay. Alright. Just put that there. Oh, sorry. Now, there are some designs for this, and you may ask if you know a little bit about redstone, where they use, you put pressure plates, like pretty much all along here, and that way when a mob spawns, then the water will shoot out. But the way I have it is so it runs on a clock, so it will water will come out every certain amount of time. The reason there's no spawning pads here is you want to build this up in the sky, and you want a lot of spawning area, or that's at least the benefit of this trap. And when you're building it up in the sky, you're very close to the limit if you are building these at 2 height, or it actually is 1, 2, 3 each spawning pad. And if you do that, then you need another layer for redstone, and basically it will just take up more height and you won't have as much spawning space, and that reduces the efficiency. One day I'm probably gonna have to test this and see which one is more efficient, but I just like this design and it works, so so yeah. Alright, the next step would be you do the exact same thing here. You put your dispensers and you build up your walls. Just to save time, I'm not going to build them, but you would build them the same as the layer before. And you do the same thing with the cactus. You put I put them in the same spot. It just makes it simple. Put them in between. Place your cactus and put your ceiling on, or your overlayer. So yeah, after you do the top layer, just put on half slabs on the ceiling so no mobs will spawn, or light it up with torches, but half slabs works better. Or it just looks nicer. So now you're not going to put the water in yet. That is actually the last thing that you do, because when you're doing the redstone, you don't want it to trigger the dispenser, because it'll mess up the water flows, and it can be a pain in the butt. So the next step is to hook up the redstone, and that would be the first thing you have to do is put a line of blocks along the back side of the dispensers. The next thing you're going to want to do is put a line of blocks like so. Just like that. And you place torches on them. You can hear the dispenser going off already. Basically, this torch lights this block, or gives power to this block, and the dispenser receives power from this block and it activates it. And what you're going to be doing is shutting these torches on and off to activate and deactivate the dispensers. The way dispensers work is that, let's say you have, let me show an example. You have a dispenser here, and you want to put water in it. So we put water. Whoopsie. That was not too smart. Okay. Now, if you activate it, see that? How I shut it the other way? You have to do it twice. So this turns it on. This won't turn it off. This turns it off. So it's like you have to send a pulse to it. You turn it on, or you give it power like this. You have to do it twice. Anyway, so if you want to have the dispenser send out water, you have to send a pulse to these redstone torches, and if you want to retract the water, you have to send another pulse, which is why I chose to use the clock. I don't know why I'm using dirt, or grass, but I am. So, okay. This hooks up all the redstone repeaters. Now, I'm going to go take a look at my single player world, and I will be right back so I can get the redstone down. Hey guys, sorry about that, I'm back. Hold on 1 second. Down. Yeah, I hate the rain. It's so annoying. Okay. Thank you. Alright. So the reason I went to go do that is I tried filming this tutorial before, and for some reason the redstone wiring was not working, and it was very annoying, and I could not figure out what was wrong. But when I went to go look just now, I actually think I figured it out, what I did wrong. But I think I'm going to just set it up the way that I have it in my LP. That was very unnecessary to dig all that out, but what's done is done. So Okay. Yeah, I don't even know why I dug all that out. Especially since I'm only doing one side. That was just silly. Okay, let's make some room here. I need to get it so that I'm one space. Oh, okay. I actually did in the middle. Alright, so you're gonna hook up this wiring from up here. So let me grab some blocks so I can do this wiring. Okay. Alright. Now I'm just going to set up the clock here. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then this. The way I have this in my LP is it's centered here, the clock I'm building right now. So you see how it's triple blocks? So it would be one is here, one is here, and one is here. And that way it's in the middle so I can give power to both sides. But since I'm only doing one side, I think this just makes more sense to do it this way. Because the wire will be a little bit shorter and probably easier to control, and just I don't need that. Okay, so you go like this. 1, 2, this is 5, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, okay, I got it. Like this. Alright. Now we set all the repeaters to 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alright, cool. Done. So now the first thing you want to hook up is the on-off button, because you want to be able to turn this clock on and off. Clocks can cause lag, and you really want to have the ability to turn it on and off. The next thing we should do is hook up the pulse, which is very easy to do. All it is a button here. This sends a pulse. It starts going around. So very simple. And this pulse will give power, go around for a certain amount of time, and then send another pulse. So that's how that works. You want to, oopsie. Shoot. That is the problem with this sometimes. Alright, let's just go like this. Okay, yeah, this one. Okay, so like this. This will send the pulse into this block, and then we will send it up redstone torches. For some reason, the first time I was trying this redstone torch kept just blowing out, and I wasn't sure why it was burning out, but that was why my first tutorial was not working. And I could not figure out why, but it seems to be working okay now, which is good. Okay. So we have this block here with some redstone on it. Actually, I think it's... we'll try this. Okay. Yeah, oh, sorry about that. I put it one too high. So like this. 1, 2, 3. Then a... put this here. This here. And then we put a redstone torch here. Yep. So you see how it turns it on and off? You can hear the noise. Okay, that's good. Now we go like this. And it would be easy if you could just redstone torch all the way up, but unfortunately it's uneven. The way the redstone torches are set up, or the way the pads are spaced apart. That's what I mean to say. So you just run a wire up here. Here, let's, yeah. Right, so that, now basically this is pretty much it. This is ready to go. All you have to do is put water in these, which I will do right now and show you how everything works. So let's get a bunch of buckets of water. Whoopsie. Actually, what am I doing? A very easy way of doing this is just filling up buckets. Well, let me turn off, I'm going to turn off the clock so that the water currents will be equal, or they will be going at the same time. You don't want the you don't want one of the dispensers shooting out water and oopsie. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry about that. I'm a little bit tired. Yeah, it does not work in creative mode. That's what I did in my survival. I just made a bunch of buckets and filled them all up, like that. But in here, you have to actually spawn all the water buckets. So you put them in. Okay. Very easy. Come down here. And after this is all complete and filled with water, all you gotta do is just start the clock, or turn it on, and then push the button. And that's really all it's it. And then you just go and collect the items. It's pretty simple. So we turn this on, push the button. I have to put it on easy, and I will show with spawning eggs exactly how this works. So what's going on here? This one's working. Oh, that is a problem. This has to be. Okay. Yeah, my bad. This wire is not leading to this block. And because it's not leading to the block, it's not giving it any power, and the water isn't being sent out. which is a problem. That is very easy to fix. Where is my redstone? There you are. Fix this. You just put one here, one repeater. You erase this wire, and you go like that. This repeater is sending power to this block. This block is sending power to this redstone, which goes up. And then you just repeat that pattern. And this should be working now. Oops. Oh, yeah, all the skeletons died already. So here you go. They get pushed out. And they fall. The water current is long enough to push most of them. And the ones it doesn't get, it will get on the next sweep. Alright, so you run down here. And you would have this going on this side, and that side. If you wanted to really make it efficient. Pick up all the items. I'll show you how it works with spiders quickly. Okay. Spawning eggs. The spiders come over here. They get pushed down. Oops. And you can see they get stuck in the cactus, and they start taking damage, and they will eventually die. And as you can see, like, that's how some of the string gets stuck, or it lands in the cactus. But for the most part, some of the string will land down there, and you can collect that. And basically, that is it for this. I'm sure you can expand this even more than what I have done in my single player, and get even better rates. But when you have 1,000 spawning spaces up on the 200 build height, you're getting pretty awesome rates. You're gonna have, I almost have a double chest filled with all the drops for arrows, bones, what's it called? I can't even remember the name of it. I'm drawing a blank here. I'm gonna go see what it is. How can I not remember this? I'm sorry, guys. Gunpowder. That's it. I kept thinking sulfur, not gunpowder. Double chest full of gunpowder and double chest full of zombie meat. And zombie meat is actually going to be very useful because you can trade it to villagers for emeralds. So that's going to make that very useful. So anyway, that's the end of this tutorial. I hope you liked it. You're going to want to make sure that everything is... What is going on here? You're going to want to make sure that everything is encased, so there's no light leaking in. Other than that, everything should work out really good. And you should be getting lots and lots of items. When I tested, I got around an average of 5,000 items per hour. And this really doesn't take too long to build. The order that I built it in was I built up these walls here on all 4 of them. I built each pad and did the cactus. I did 2 pads, 2 pads, 2 pads, 2 pads, and then another 2, 2, 2, 2. And then I did the redstone, and then I put in the water last. So that's really it, guys. I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped you. This is important that this is going to work for 1.3 definitely, and yeah. And right now it only works for the snapshots. So again, thanks, and see you later. Hey guys, before I go, I wanted to give you an example of how many items per minute I'm going to time I'm going to start a timer for 5 minutes, and this is going to be sped up, but I'm going to start a timer for 5 minutes and then see exactly how many items I get per hour. So here we go. I also have 16 spawning pads of 64 spaces. So here we go. And the timer starts as soon as the first mob drops. Now, after this is over, I will go and collect all the items and do the calculations. So, see you in a sec. Alright guys, and that was 5 minutes. Let's see exactly how much we got in 5 minutes. So, I'm going to get a calculator, and 64 plus 64 plus 64 plus 64 plus 36 plus 16 plus 10 plus 3 plus 1 equals 322 items in 5 minutes. And there are, if you multiply that by 12, you will get the items per hour. Only 3,864 this time, but rates vary, so that's still pretty good, and I am pretty happy with that. So, I hope you guys like this, and peace.